big news, that this is obviously something they've been working towards for a long time. This is a meeting that they want. What we do know is that they are going to be meeting at the White House with the White House officials, all 12 premiers. One premier, that's the premier PEI, have had to fly home early, but 12 of them will be meeting as a block. They will coming through these gates in which they will go towards the White House. We don't know which White House official they are meeting. Those details have yet to be ironed out. But what I can tell you that is happening right now is that Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc is inside the White House right now meeting with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Howard Lutnick is the sort of responsible for trading relationships. So this is a key meeting between the two. We also know that the premiers met with Dominic LeBlanc this morning, so that they also provided Minister LeBlanc with a list of concerns that they wanted him to convey to Howard Lutnick. One of those primary concerns is they want some type of timeline as well as clarity. Are tariffs coming for sure? And is there any way to stave them off? We know that the Trump administration has been ramping things up. They've been threatening tariffs, gave us a 30-day reprieve. And then they said that all tariffs, steel and aluminum tariffs, 25% are coming across the board for all exporters that export steel and aluminum to the U.S. And then he also said yesterday, a White House leak came out that those 25% tariffs would be basically stacked on top of levies against Canadian goods that would take place March 12th after that pause is over. So there is a lot riding here. Trump has ramped up his threats, and the Canadian premiers are also ramping up their efforts. So this afternoon, they will arrive here as a bloc to meet with White House officials and to make their case. Todd.
And we just don't know whether the president may or may not be in the room. We don't know whether this will make any difference, bigger picture. We know Trump did this back in 2018, Judy, in terms of tariffs against Canadian steel. That was in place temporarily anyway. This time, it's anyone's guess what's going to happen over the next 3-4 weeks.
Absolutely, Todd. I mean, it is the uncertainty that's causing this, I guess, this concern, right? The industry cannot make long-term plans if they don't know exactly these tariffs are coming. It basically cuts out a large portion of their market. So if you think about Canada's steel and aluminum industry, we export $35 billion worth of goods to the U.S. every year. So that's a huge amount of economic impact, thousands of jobs. So what is going to happen today? They're going to put their best foot forward. We also know that there could be other areas that they're looking at. One of the things is whether or not renegotiating the North American Free Trade Deal, what's also called the Canada-U.S.-Mexico Agreement, CUSMA, whether or not that is on the table, because it appears Trump wants more access. He wants better terms for trade. So does that involve reopening the whole negotiation, the whole agreement, and going point by point? We know that the preliminary discussions are going on right now, and those preliminary discussions will end on the first week of April. So the premiers have said that having some clarity, like one of the things that they put forward was a recommendation, perhaps, that if they offer CUSMA negotiation, does that buy them more time, a longer length of time to pause tariffs so that there is some stability in the markets? But Premier Canoe said earlier today, he made a very interesting point. He said, if CUSMA is a leverage point, we are not going to talk about it in the media. We're not going to negotiate. And he said also, usually the party that is most eager to negotiate is the party that tends to lose out the most. So they want to hold their cards close to their chest in regards to that. Todd.
All right, Judy, Trinh, I bet you'd like to be in there for that meeting, wouldn't you, Judy?
Oh, to be a fly on the wall.
All right, we'll keep our eye on it. Thanks for this, Judy.